Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today I have a massive Old Navy haul and review for you. Specifically today we're going to be taking a look at a ton of different swimsuits, a couple dresses, and a romper. So all stuff that I think would be excellent for summer or if you're heading on any vacations. Old Navy is not somewhere that I typically ever used to shop for swimwear at. Until 2 years ago, I kind of revisited it for the first time in many years, and they had a couple of pieces that were actually really cute. And of course, Old Navy is super affordable. They offer free shipping, free returns, so it is a great place to try. And especially for their swimwear, a lot of the pieces are online only. So if you are looking for a couple of new swimsuits and maybe you don't see any in store that you like, I would recommend still checking online. We have a ton of different styles we're going to try today. One pieces, more full coverage options, some bikinis. I even have a swim dress because I do think more modest swimwear is very on trend this year. And I know I personally have a lot of newly postpartum moms in my life who maybe are feeling a little bit more uncomfortable in a bikini this year than years prior. So I always love to try a wide variety of options. Now, like always, I will include links to everything in this video down in the description box. So if there's anything in particular that you see me try and you're like, oh, I really liked that, where can I find that? It's in the description along with which colorway I got and what size I got. And once we get into the dresses and the rompers, I will also include if I got a petite length or not. And in general, information about me, I usually wear a US size 10 in pants, mediums in tops, around a 34 double D in bras. And I am only 5'1", so for the dresses, quite often I do need a petite size if available. Now, something else that I do think is important to mention when we're trying on bathing suits, I am on my period today, so I am extraordinarily bloated, and I think that that's great. If there's ever a good time to try on bathing suits, I might not feel my most confident today, but I think that lets me really know which bathing suits am I going to feel good in no matter what. So I'm a little bit extra bloated. I also do have leak-proof underwear on underneath the swimsuit, so if you can see that poking out at any point, that's what that is. Now, like I mentioned before, we have a ton of stuff to look at today, so let's hop right into it with this first one-piece swimsuit. So this is their tie-back swimsuit design. Obviously, it is a one-piece style. It does not have a very high-cut leg, so it is offering pretty much full coverage at the back. So if you are looking for a full coverage option, this is probably a good one to pick. Now, of course, all of the swimsuits I'm going to show today come in a wide variety of other patterns and also solid colors. So if you really like the style of this, but maybe you were hoping for it in just a plain black or in a different pattern, you can definitely find that on their website. It obviously is fairly deep V at the front, and it does have removable padding in here just to prevent any nip from showing through if you get cold in the water. I think it's providing decent support. I feel like things are sitting pretty nicely, and that's because it does have this tie back. So it has crossover straps that feed through and tie down here. Obviously, you can tie these to be tighter if you need a little bit more lift on the front, but I do think that because it has that tie, this will be fairly adjustable to a pretty wide range of torso sizes. And in general, I would say this is a very comfortable swimsuit. I think this is likely to be a pretty universally flattering swimsuit. This tie back really makes it quite adjustable, and I feel like it fits really well. The only thing that I would say is on the side here, there isn't like a ton of side boob coverage. So if you're somebody that feels like you tend to spill out the sides of things, that would be the only reason I would say maybe don't get this one. But otherwise, I think this is a good all-around option. Very affordable. I believe I got this for around $30 Canadian, and it was on sale. Old Navy has sales every week with different things included, so I would encourage you to wait for a sale if you can. But I would consider this a very solid one-piece option that's cute, comes in a lot of patterns, and is adjustable to make it really comfortable to fit whatever you're looking for that day. All right, next we have a bikini option that I can tell you immediately I don't like very much for a few different reasons, and it would be interesting to see if you can guess why I don't like it. I guess let's start with talking about the bikini top. The actual cut of this top I actually think is cute. It's just a very simple scoop neck bikini top. It does have adjustable straps, no adjustments across the band, but I think it fits pretty well. This one does have some removable padding as well. The thing that I don't like about it very much, the pattern on my top top is fully upside down. So all the sailboats are upside down, the trees are upside down, and that really annoys me. And I'm sure that this is just a matter of the fabric has things that are both right side up and upside down on it. They're taking a giant piece of fabric and just cutting out a bunch of tops. So mine just happens to be fully upside down. I know that that would bother me. And this is one of the problems with prints that contain stuff that go both up and down if it's not like really closely mixed together. And that's something that maybe would never bother anybody else, but it does bother me. So the sailboats pattern, if you're somebody that does not want all of your pattern to be the wrong way, I would maybe avoid. Now, other than the pattern, I think the top is fine. If this top was in a different pattern or everything was facing up, I think it would be okay. I will say I think the white does not look that good on me. I feel like I don't look very good in like white and off-white in general. I don't know why that is. I just don't like how it looks that much. And then we have these bottoms, and for different reasons, I really don't like them as well. So these are the high-waisted French cut bottoms. Typically when you get something French cut, it's a higher cut on the leg and a higher cut on the bum. These are the most full coverage bikini bottoms I have ever put on my body. Slightly too full coverage, to the point that I think if they get wet, they're just going to look diapery and like you're wearing a big diaper. I'm not sure why they made them like quite so full coverage. If you love a super full coverage, you will probably like these. I also feel like they're sitting very, very low on the legs, such that they will cut you off and make you look a little shorter. But also on me, I hate things that dig into the crease of where my leg bends. I just find that very uncomfortable, especially if I want to be like running around on a beach, swimming, making a sandcastle. I just don't think that that will be very comfortable. So this suit is a definite no for me. The bottoms would just be a no in terms of fit. The top, because of the way that that pattern looks, I absolutely don't like it. But if you want something that is ultra full coverage and it being kind of like all up in the crease of your leg doesn't bother you, this is definitely a very full coverage option. All right, next up we have another one-piece option, and this one I actually think is very cute and a little bit more fashion forward than sometimes the swim can be at Old Navy. This one obviously very high cut on the leg. It has the contrast banding around the outside. It has a little zipper, so you can make it a little bit sexier, a little bit more low-rise if you want. And I will say that it does seem like even if you're kind of moving around, that zipper is going to stay wherever you put it, which is nice. It's not just immediately pulling all the way down. Because it's higher cut on the legs, it is also a little bit cheekier at the back, which I think looks really good. I prefer this level where it's a little bit cheeky, not too much, certainly not thong-like, but I also don't think it's going to look super diapery when it's wet. And then it does have a scoop at the back, which I think looks really, really good. Now this also came in pink, and I believe some other colors as well, but the pink with the white I think would also be very cute. And it also came in rash guard versions. So if you do need like a long sleeve, or maybe you just get sunburnt really easily, you don't love having your arms out, there is also that option. And I think that even as a rash guard, like this would be very cute. I think this is classy. You can make it a little more flirty if you want to. It does have that nice deep scoop back, the more cheeky bum coverage. I think this is a great option. I would feel comfortable wearing this literally anywhere and around anyone. And I do think that the blue and white looks really, really good together. So this is definitely one that I would be more inclined to keep. And literally the only thing that I would consider to be like a somewhat negative about this one, it does not have any kind of like built-in support or anything. So you will be sitting like naturally / smushed a little bit flatter because of just like how this sits. It does have removable padding, so you still don't have to worry about your nips showing through when you're cold or wet, but you're not going to be like lifted up. So just keep that in mind if that's something that you need in a swimsuit. Next up we have like kind of a classic bikini, but in super bright pink. Of course, I love pink. I would say once again, very full coverage bottoms. So these are the banded high-waisted bottoms, and still extraordinarily full coverage. I would consider them probably a bit too full coverage for my preferences. However, I do think that these ones fit a lot more comfortably. This is like a very, very soft material. It looks like it's going to be like a slight crinkle material, but it's really, really soft, and I think it feels good. So I don't think that I would have the same problem with this one digging into the legs, even though once again, it is definitely like cutting me off there, which like I said, I do think makes my legs look a little bit shorter. But if you love a really, really full coverage option, I do think that you would be happy with this option. It does provide a lot of coverage. And then I did get two different tops for this. So I got this V-neck long line top, which I think is cute. Obviously a lot of cleavage, very plunging neckline. You would have to be okay with that for this one. It does have kind of these almost similar to a racerback style at the back where the straps come in, and they are nice thick straps so you don't have to worry about it digging into your shoulders. I also don't think I would have to worry about like a nip slip in this. The coverage on the side is really, really good. It would mostly be if you sit a little bit more center set, and that is usually a concern for you. But I do think that this looks cute together. I like the pink, and like I said, if you are somebody that likes a more high coverage bottom, but maybe you're okay with a little bit more going on the top, this could be a really good option for you. However, I did also get a second top that's a little bit more coverage, so let's try that on as well. All right, so this is our other top option. I will say it's not a perfect 100% match. They did have some little like lower rise bottoms that I think would match perfectly with this. I think the textured ones are just like a slightly different color, so just keep that in mind if you do decide to get this. But this is their V-neck swing Tankini swim top. So they have both these ones that kind of flare out, or a second option that has no swing and it is just tight to your body, but still a tankini that comes all the way down. Now, if you are on TikTok, which I am all the time, you might have seen a lot of people talking about tankinis being kind of like the trend for this summer, and people saying, you know what, I always end up feeling uncomfortable in a bikini and like covering up. I'm just gonna get a tankini, or I'm just gonna get a swim dress. And we also have a swim dress to look at, so we'll look at that in a minute. But I do agree that for years and years there's been kind of this stigma where it's like, if you're under the age of like 40, you have to wear a bikini. Oh, you couldn't possibly wear a tankini, that's so embarrassing. Why? If you're more comfortable in something like this, I think this is adorable. It's offering good support. It has adjustable straps. The little flutteriness of this is adorable. You're still getting some cleavage, so I think that it looks really good, very flattering. If this is going to empower you to go play on the beach, eat a nice, good, nutritious, delicious lunch, have some chips while you're on the beach, maybe have a little beverage, then I say wear the tankini, wear the little swim dress. Whatever makes you the most comfortable, that's what you should wear. And that's why I don't wear super low-rise swim bottoms, because I'm not comfortable in them. And I think you should be empowered to wear what you are most comfortable in as well. And I think it is good to know that Old Navy has some very cute tankini options, and they're super affordable, so it's a win-win. All right, for our last swimsuit, and in my opinion, the most unique swimsuit that I tried, we have this little tie-side swim dress. So I have never tried anything like this before. It is essentially a one-piece swimsuit that has like a built-in little wrap dress on it. So you can see it is like a full one piece, and then this little skirt is sewn into it. So you kind of wrap it around and tie it up however you want. This could be loose, it could be tight, whatever you're feeling like. I do like the wrap. I think that that portion of it looks really good. It is fairly short at the back. So if you're hoping for something like super long that's gonna cover everything, I would maybe look to other options. They did have some different ones that looked like they were a little longer. They also had swim rompers that were basically just like a black thigh length romper that is a swimsuit, so that is also an option if something like that is appealing to you. This, I will say, I love the orange. I think it's really, really cute. I, once again, am struggling with, like, there's no support really in here, or if there is, it's not sitting at the correct place for me, which could just be because I'm really short. Like, there is an elastic part, but it's sitting way down here, and I would need it to be, like, up a few inches for it to really be doing anything for me. Now, if you're taller, that probably won't be a problem. And keep in mind, like, I just have a very short torso, so I have a lot of extra space here. If you're of an average height, this would probably fit you a little bit better, and it might actually provide you a little bit of support. They do also have tall lengths if you have a very long torso, but I do think that this is pretty cute. I think if you wore this, people would not necessarily know that this is a swim dress. I think a lot of people would assume it's a one piece and you're just wearing wearing like a little swim skirt over it. But I do think that it's cute, and I also think that it's nice that we're moving away from only carrying like one style of swimsuit every season. Like for years it was like ultra low rise, teeny tiny bikinis, even for kids. Like that was all that was available when I was growing up. For a while we had the super high rise everything, but not everybody loves wearing that either. I think we're finally coming back around to a place where it's like, okay, not everybody wants to wear the same thing. We can have kind of like a range of options that people can pick what they like best. So whether that's a little bikini, a tankini, a little swim dress, I do think that it's important that you just wear whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. Now before we end the video, I do have a couple of dresses and then this little romper, so I wanted to show them super quick. So this is a little denim romper, which I feel like this is really the summer of denim. Obviously Cowboy Carter came out. I feel like this is like a yeehaw denim type summer, and in Canada, obviously denim on denim is like part of our culture. So I thought this was very cute. I know that a lot of people really hate rompers or feel like they can't wear them. I think they're so cute and so easy for like a effortless summer outfit. You throw this on, throw on like a little oversized white gauzy shirt over it, over any romper, and I feel like now you've got a cute outfit that required very minimal effort. So I think that this is very cute. I'm not wearing a bra under here. I think it looks fine. I don't think that you would need to. It does have adjustable straps, and then it has the shirring across the back to make sure that it fits you properly. The length on this is pretty good. It's not too short. I do think you would still have to do the dreaded like kind of pull it down when you stand up from sitting for a while. I think it's just long enough on me that I'm not going to get chub rub, which is nice. It does have nice deep pockets, and then it's fairly long at the back, and it's not super tight across the bum. So this is not something that's going to be like traditionally like, ooh, body hugging and flattering. But I don't care about that. I think that it looks really cute. I'm picturing this, like I said, with the oversized white shirt, some like brown sandals, and a bright red lip. And I think it will look super cute in the summer. Next up, we have this linen blend cami midi dress, and I want to be the first to say I love the color of this. I think it's absolutely stunning. I did get this in a medium petite. It's still pretty long, even though this is considered a midi dress. Even in the petite, it's almost a maxi on me. I do think that the length is still pretty cute. I would definitely be able to wear this over the summer. However, it's fitting me a little bit weird. On the boobs in particular, it just feels like there's not quite enough space, and it's cut a little bit awkwardly where I just feel like I'm getting like squished down and it's pulling tight across there. Even though it does have the shirring at the back, so usually that does help there be enough room, but in this it just really feels like there is not enough room. Now it does have the adjustable straps. It unfortunately does not have pockets, which I think also is throwing me off a little bit. And I'll be honest, I saw a dress very similar color to this from Uniqlo. I am inclined to maybe try that one instead because I thought I was going to love this. I absolutely adore this sort of like very bright orange. I think that it is stunning and beautiful for the summer, but I feel like this whole dress just fits a little awkwardly. I was expecting it to be like slightly more of like a fit and flare out, and it's just not doing that. On me, it's sitting like very much straight up and down, almost like a shift dress, which is not doing anything for my figure. So unfortunately, I think I will probably end up returning this one, but I think if you are somebody that's like very tall, straight up and down body type, not too much boobs, I could see this looking very cute on you. And last but certainly not least, we have this navy dress that I knew that I would probably like it, and I feel like it is very cute. So this is like a very stretchy jersey style dress, super comfortable, ultra soft fabric. I could not get a petite in this one because it was sold out in the navy color, and this is the one I really wanted. And I feel like the length is still pretty good. It's definitely like a long midi leaning towards maxi on me. I think that it looks really good. Once again, it doesn't have pockets, which I think is a little bit unfortunate. I do think as everything in the world is getting like more and more expensive, one of the ways that places like Old Navy are trying to keep costs down is by like getting rid of all of those little details like pockets, like finished hems on their jeans. Don't even get me started on that. But it is unfortunate. I would love to have a pocket. The top of this is just like a double lined, super stretchy. Once again, not wearing a bra with this. I just have some pasties on because there is no padding or anything in here. And I think that it looks fine. I think it looks good. Feels very comfortable. Has the adjustable straps. This one does not have shirring or anything, but the entire fabric of the dress is stretchy. So I really, really like this one. And I do think that the navy looks really good in the summer as well. I've always loved navy. I think that it's just a very timeless color and is good for spring, good for summer, good into the fall. So I feel like I can wear it for most of the year. And with that, those are all the pieces I got from Old Navy today. Definitely be sure to let me know which are your favorite, which you think I should keep, which you think I should return. My favorite pieces, definitely this little navy dress, the denim romper, and that blue one piece with the white contrast around the edges. I thought those were all very cute. A lot of the other swimsuits, some of them are just a little bit too full coverage for me. I did like that very first swimsuit with the palm pattern. I thought that was very cute and probably universally cute looking on everybody. I really liked the swim dress, but I think my torso was just a little bit too short to fit in there. I probably would have needed a petite length in it. But definitely some really good picks. Do still 100% think that Old Navy is worth a try when it comes to swimwear, vacation wear, because they do often have some really affordable pieces. And I know I've always traditionally thought of them for like casual or workwear pieces. They do also make some really great swimwear. And not all of it is great, and I do think that you need to try a couple different styles to find the one that fits best, but they do offer free returns and free return shipping, so I think that it's worth it. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate it. Like always, I hope that you have a fabulous week and that I will see you next time. Bye!